Hello, welcome back to the channel. Those of you that follow the channel will know that my old Mazda truck failed the MOT quite badly with loads of welding doing, so I decided to sell the truck as it was, and it went to a local person just down the road. In fact, a really good young owner who's going to do the truck all up, and they know someone who can do welding, so ideal really. It would have cost me a small fortune to pay a garage to do it. So what did I do? Well, as you'll see from the thumbnail, I bought a Morris 1000 Traveller. So let's have a look at it. Right, here we go. It's a 1968 Morris Traveller, and although they're depicted as Morris 1000s, they're in fact just under 1100cc. The bodywork, as you can see, is in pretty good shape. It has in fact 4 fiberglass wings, so no rust to worry about there. And having owned numerous old cars, quite often it's the wings or the inner wings that rust away first and can be a right pain to actually repair. So quite happy with the fiberglass wings. And it means I haven't got to worry about those rusting away in the future. I'm guessing some purists might not like the idea of fiberglass wings, but for me, I have no issue with it. Other than that, you can see the car is in pretty good condition. No visible rust that I've found so far. The chrome work is a little bit pitted in places. Some of it's quite good. The outriggers, or whatever they're called, on the bumper are quite good. The rest of the bumper, you can see, is quite pitted in places. The Morris logo on the front is in pretty good shape, plus the bonnet logo thingy as well. Slight pitting around the headlamps around. One of the headlamps didn't actually work. You can probably see that that one is somewhat brighter than that one. So that's brand new, got it off eBay. It's not a Lucas one, it's another brand. Works fine, and that in fact was only £14, penny under £14 including delivery, so I was quite amazed by that. The previous owner was in the Morris 1000 Owners Club, updated 2020. I bought the car off this guy in North Cornwall, really nice gentleman. I knocked down the price a bit, well in fact he knocked it down a little bit because it needed some minor work. And so we did a deal. As I say, really nice guy, and he owned it for I think about 3 years. The woodwork, which of course, as many of you know, is structural on these cars, and it's really solid. There's no soft parts, there's no really dark pieces of wood which generally denote there being a problem with the wood having rotted. A lot of the glass has got marks on where there's been varnish splattered over. I'm not too worried about that, I'll scrape all that off. Interior, it's not too bad. The roof lining is quite dirty in places, hoping to be able to clean that up. The seats have been recovered at some point, and they're not too bad as well. I haven't given the car a proper hoover out or clean it. I thought I'd show you as it was when I bought it. You see these are quite dirty. but again, I'll see if they're clean up. Not sure what I use, but no doubt there's some sort of product, spray on cleaner, and I can scrub them. It has the little box there with the handle on. Let's see if I can climb in. Glove box lid comes down. That's got some painting on the back with a nice run. That seems to be okay. The one behind the steering wheel, which I think some cars do have them, but it would be difficult to open with the steering wheel in front. It's showing mileage of 32,999. How authentic that is, who knows? It might be 132. Being that the car is, what, 57 years old now. The parcel shelf is kind of hanging down a bit on both sides, so I'll have a look at that. Not sure how they're supposed to be held up, whether there are brackets or not. I have a look in the back. Here we go. There was a bottle of Red X lead replacement, some water I think that is, and some little bit of few drops of oil left in that container. Board doesn't look too bad. Underneath, spare tire looks pretty good. Lots of push connectors there, which looks like it's been rewired at some point. All the brackets, all the wood looks okay. The seals don't look too bad. I think the car's been fairly well looked after. It's definitely been resprayed. That's a bit stiff, so it might need a bit of oil on that. You can see the reg there, so you can check the MOT history. I think the last time it was MOT was back in, I think it was 2017 or 18. That doesn't really concern me. The underneath seems to be solid. There's some sort of black waxy tarry kind of coating all underneath. We had new floors put in at some point. All the brake master cylinders have all been replaced. The floor was all done, as I say. That's all okay. Tyres are all relatively new. Should I lift up the bonnet and show you the engine? Okay. Bracket. Oh, that's just need two hands for this. Oh, there we go. Right, here we go. So engine wise, it's got an electric windscreen washer motor on there, so none of the pumping type things, so that's good news. Battery there, quite small. Might upgrade that, might put a bigger one on there. Various connectors down there for the horn. You see the bodywork has been all painted over and probably treated, I'm guessing, at some point. Can't see any actual rust or damage. There we go. So it's got the old Morris sign thing there. Underneath of the bonnet looks cool. The grille looks all fairly clean. All the lights now work. That's good. Let's just close this. There we go. There we go. So there's the Morris 1000. I'll be cleaning all the interior, getting it ready for all the shows in Cornwall over the next couple of months. It has drum brakes all round, so it's not been upgraded to disc brakes at the front. It doesn't have a servo, so the brakes are pretty much useless on these cars, I think, without that upgrade. So that might be something I need to do in the future. It also has a dynamo, so I'm going to get an alternator kit and get that fitted, and that should improve all the lights and the charging system. So there we have it. So quick introduction to the Morris 1000, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please subscribe if you haven't done so already. Catch you again soon.